Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear brothers and sisters in Islam. Today we are going to talk about a deep and powerful topic, signs that Allah is preparing us for something great. Many of us go through difficult times, trials that seem endless and that we don't always understand. But did you know that these trials can be signs that Allah is preparing you to an immense blessing? We often experience times when we feel lost or discouraged, but it is important to understand that everything that happens to us has a deep meaning in the divine plan. And sometimes the pain, the tests, and the difficulties are the beginnings of something much greater, an opportunity that only divine wisdom can offer us. The Prophet Muhammad taught us that every test, every difficulty, every suffering is intended to help us raise, to purify us and bring us closer to Allah. He said, "Surely Allah only charges a soul according to its capacity." Surah Al-Baqarah 2286. And it's important to remember that even in difficulty, there is always good. In this video, we will explore together 7 signs which show that you are receiving Allah's preparation for something great in your life. So pay attention to these signs, because they can be the key to understanding divine work in your existence. Allah guides us all in our own unique ways, and it is crucial to remain vigilant and open to the signs He sends us. The first sign that Allah is preparing you for something great in your life is a series of sudden trials. These challenges can arise unexpectedly and disrupt your daily life. Perhaps you have noticed that after a period of calm, difficulties suddenly arise. This could be financial problems, family conflicts, illnesses, or even personal losses. These moments are often perceived as moments of crisis. But did you know that these tests are actually a sign that Allah is preparing you for a blessing much bigger? In the Quran, Allah says, "We will test you with evil and good as a trial, and to us you will be returned." Surah Al-Anbiya 21:35. This verse reminds us that trials are part of life and are not signs of rejection of Allah. On the contrary, they are means by which Allah purifies us, elevates us, and prepares us for a better future. When these trials arise, we are called to demonstrate patience, of perseverance, and of trust in Allah. It is natural to feel overwhelmed by unforeseen difficulties, but each trial has a divine purpose. Purify our heart, strengthen our faith, and bring us closer to Allah. It is important to understand that these tests are not there to destroy us, but to help us grow spiritually. They are a means of purification and a path to a greater blessing that is to come. If you're going through a tough time right now, don't despair. Allah tests you, but He never abandons you. Remember that every test you go through is an opportunity for Allah to prepare you for blessings you cannot even imagine. Stay faithful to Allah, be patient, and be open to what the future holds for you, because you are receiving the divine preparation for something big and beautiful. The second sign that Allah is preparing you for something great is the intense desire for inner change. You may have begun to feel a deep need to improve yourself spiritually, purify your heart, and become closer to Allah. This desire for transformation may manifest as a deeper search for meaning, boredom with the distractions of the world, or even a feeling of desire for spiritual renewal. This phenomenon is not a coincidence. Allah, in His mercy, places in our hearts this aspiration for change when we are ready to evolve. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Allah does not change the state of a people until they change what is in themselves." Surah Ar-Ra'd 13:11. When you feel this desire for inner change, know that it is Allah who is calling you to elevate yourself spiritually. He is preparing you for a transformation plus grande. This desire for change is often a sign that you are ready to receive blessings which require a purified heart, a calm mind, and a soul ready to accept divine guidance. The path to this transformation is not always easy. as it may include the need to leave behind habits or thoughts that are not in accordance with Allah's will. It can also mean confronting aspects of yourself that you had ignored or avoided. But remember that inner change is a key to receive the blessings of Allah. When you work on yourself, cleansing your heart of grudges and sins, you prepare yourself to receive something great. This spiritual work is essential to becoming the person Allah wants you to be, so that you can receive His mercy and blessings. If you feel this desire for inner change, know that it is part of the divine process of preparation for a great blessing. Don't be afraid of this process, even if it is difficult. Keep moving forward, because Allah is guiding you towards something greater than you can imagine. The third sign that Allah is preparing you for something great is the feeling of solitude and of withdrawal from worldly distractions. You may have noticed that you feel an increasing need to get away from the noise and distractions of this world. You may walk away from certain relationships, activities, or even environments that do not nourish your soul. You might feel an emptiness inside, but that emptiness is actually a divine call to reflection and spiritual connection. This feeling of loneliness is not a curse. On the contrary, it is often a sign that Allah prepares you to concentrate on the essentials. Sometimes we need to move away from the distractions of this world to get closer to Allah and receive His blessings. The Prophet Muhammad said, "The solitude of the believer is better than the company of him who keeps you from good." Hadith reported by Al-Tabarani. These moments of withdrawal are essential for the spiritual renewal. The fourth sign that Allah is preparing you for something great is a deep desire to serve others. You may have begun to feel an inner calling to help those around you, to support the causes you care about, and to do good in your community. This desire to serve others, to make a difference in people's lives, is actually a divine sign that you are receiving preparation for a grande mission that Allah has planned for you. The Prophet Muhammad taught us the importance of altruism and service to others. In a hadith, he said, "The best among you is the one who is most useful to others." Sahih al-Jami. This desire to contribute to the well-being of others is a clear sign of divine guidance, because when you are guided to serve others, you come closer to the ultimate purpose of your existence: serve God. This desire can manifest itself in several ways. Perhaps you are more inclined to help the poor, offer time for charity, or provide comfort to those who are suffering. Every act of kindness, whether small or large, is a means of purification for your soul. By serving others, you make an important part of the divine plan, and you prepare to be a source of light and blessings for others. The fifth sign that Allah is preparing you for something great is the appearance of unexpected opportunities for spiritual growth. This may take the form of new opportunities to learn, reform, or grow closer to Allah. Perhaps you have recently discovered inspiring books, talks that touch you deeply, or people who share teachings that awaken a new spiritual perspective in you. These unexpected opportunities may seem coincidental, but in reality they are clear signs that Allah guides you to something greater. When you are in the phase of divine preparation, Allah opens doors of knowledge and wisdom that help you to renew your faith. In the Quran, Allah says, "He guides whom He will to His light." Surah Al-Ma'idah 5:16. These moments when spiritual teachings or opportunities for meditation arise in your life are not accidents. They are means by which Allah light your way, allowing you to grow in your relationship with Him. This could also be a moment of elevation in your religious practice, where you feel a stronger call to perform your prayers, engage in acts of charity, or increase your good deeds. These moments of spiritual revelation are often signs that you are ready to receive a greater blessing. Allah gives you the necessary tools to prepare yourself for this great mission that awaits you. It is important not to underestimate these small but significant opportunities. Sometimes they may seem trivial at first, but they are the first steps towards profound changes. Allah guides you to sources of wisdom and growth opportunities that shape your character and prepare you to take on greater responsibilities in the future. If you have observed spiritual opportunities suddenly present themselves in your life, know that this is part of divine preparation. Allah guides you towards a future where you will be called to accomplish great things, depending on the spiritual strength you develop through these new opportunities. The last sign that Allah is preparing you for something great is a deeper faith and one complete trust in Allah. As you go through trials and periods of preparation, you will notice that your faith becomes firmer, more solid. You feel closer to Allah and you develop absolute trust in His wisdom and plan. This manifests itself in the inner certainty that even if things don't go as planned, Allah is the best planner and He knows what is best for you. In the Quran, Allah constantly reminds us that our faith and trust in Him must be unshakable. He says, "And put your trust in Allah, and Allah is sufficient as protector." Surah Al-Ahzab 33:3. When you feel this, it was deep and this total trust. Know that this is a clear sign that Allah is preparing you for great blessings. This confidence translates into a detachment from worldly concerns and a total abandonment in the hands of Allah, knowing that everything that happens is for the best. This strengthened faith helps you face uncertainty with serenity. No matter what challenges arise, you have complete confidence in the divine goodness. You understand that even in times of difficulty, Allah is preparing you for something much bigger and better. This inner peace, this spiritual satisfaction, is a sign that you are on the path to great blessings. Remember that this deep faith and trust in Allah does not come overnight. They develop through life experiences, through trials and moments of spiritual reflection. When your faith reaches this level of complete confidence, you are ready to welcome what Allah has prepared for you, and you rise to a higher level in your relationship with Him. So if you feel this unwavering faith and this total trust, know that you are on the dawn of a great change. Allah prepares you for accomplished things that will exceed your expectations, and you will be an instrument of His will, guided by pure faith and unwavering trust in Him.